that we can all proud for. As we all know that almost over 70% of our population is made up of this younger generation, the youth. So it behoves on all of us to ensure that we inculcate the right culture, moral values into them, so that we can have the future that we can all beat our chest to. That is our hallmark of this program, and every other issues that are relevant we discuss around this area. That is the essence and the hallmark of the program, Role Model. Yes, several episodes in the past we have treated a lot of issues and topics that are very related in that line according to the synopsis and the concept of the program. Today also will not derail on that line, as we are remain focused and very strong on that agenda. Yes, in doing justice to the topic of our discussion, the area of our discussion today, I have with me a competent hand in the house. He is by all standard somebody who is passionate about the younger generation, somebody who also is a spiritual person, is a clergy, is a man of God, and somebody who also is a parent. Is 3 in 1, and he will be able to do justice to this area of discussion on today's program, Role Model. Who am I referring to? I have with me in the house Venerable Engineer Adeleke Salami. He is the Vicar St. John Talokon Shugbo. Is the one I have on the program today. Sir, you are welcome on the program.
Thank you very much, and good evening. It's nice having you here.
Yeah, thank you. Let's keep the ball rolling. I want you to introduce yourself. The program is Role Model. Let our younger generations and our viewers generally, let them meet you. Introduce yourself to us.
By the grace of God, I think I will arrange the way the presenter introduced me.
Okay.
So, by the grace of God, my name is Engineer Adeleke Salami.
Okay.
A clergy,
Okay.
in the Anglican Communion of Ashland Diocese,
Okay.
and by the grace of God, the Vicar of St. John's Anglican Church, Osogbo, and the Archdeacon of Osogbo East Adeleke.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, moving away from that, I also believe you are youth, and we have some of our younger generations, and if you look at society nowadays, you see a lot of. But before we go into that, let's meet you first. Tell us some of your educational background, how you grew up to this level, and how your growing days look like.
Thank God for the grace of God to be what I am today. Let me say, if you don't have purpose in your life, you live anyhow. Problem of our generation today is we consider our background, we consider where we come from, and based on that, we look down on ourselves. And many of us will not look at how big God is. I will not say I can identify my father. I know my father through picture because he died when I was just 5 months old.
Wow, I'm sorry.
My mom is a petty trader. So in no standard, I should not be an engineer. If you want to look at that background. But when you look at who God is, and you see him as the all in all, you give your life a meaning. You already have the virtue, because every man, every woman born into this world, there is a meeting of the man and the woman. They produce the baby. In be sorry, it's an English program.
Okay.
Beat Yoruba so that we can take it together. The day they give birth to a baby, everybody will rejoice. They are welcome this new baby. He has a better future. Every child born, God gave him his own nature. Because we are created in the image of God. In the likeness of God. That was every attribute of God is embedded in that person the moment he's born to this world. Your life has virtue as far as God is concerned. Because man was not called forth like every other creature that he created. He molded man in his own image. And part of God himself, he breathed upon man. And man became a living soul. Every man, whether it's Willie that give birth to you, or anybody that is giving back to you, you are born in the image of God. You have the potential of greatness in you the moment you are born. Now, giving yourself, the next step is, well, you're right, they say, ọlọ́mọ ti bí mẹ́ náà, àìmọ́ jókòó sí ọwọ́ ọmọ. God has given you everything you need to make life meaningful, to live a life of purpose. But it now lies on you to give your life a meaning. If you don't give your life a meaning, there is no way you can fulfill purpose. You have everything it takes to be successful. But until you see yourself that you are born to be successful, there is no way you can pursue that success.
Okay.
And that's where most of our youth miss it.
That's very
You have every potential to be great in life without cutting anybody short. You have everything it takes to be a success without any other person's success. But until you realize yourself that this is who I am and this is what I want to achieve, there is no way you can live a purposeful life. Your background, I repeat, does not matter. Your parents might be so poor that they find it difficult to train you to school. We all see the story of Obasanjo. You have seen the story of Goodluck Jonathan. There are some pictures, if you look at where Obasanjo is going to school, his shorts is torn, no slippers. But because he has a purpose for his life, he became the president of this nation. So the background doesn't matter.
Thank you. I know if we continue that way, we know, and we have so many areas to touch. Let me end with the summary of what you have just said is that we are hard work, perseverance, determination. These are very key ingredients that helps anyone, especially younger generation, to be successful. And you are really giving us a live example of people who we can, make a vision to. So that is one going to our youth. They are picking up that. They are picking that one up. Now let's go through this question. Now, if you look at this same youth, you discover that this idea of finding shortcut to success, lack of patience, they are always in a hurry to get things done. And at the end of the day, you discover that the end product is not always on the sweet side. Now I want to dovetail from that area to parents, the role of parents. What do you think when you are growing, during your growing days? What was it? After you said you didn't really have opportunity, to meeting your parents, but I want to believe the role of family and some other people would have, affected you positively, help you to be what is the role of parents compared with nowadays?
I just pray that God will intervene in our homes and in our schools. I join the two together because then what you don't get fully at home, you get it in school. The discipline you don't get fully at home, you get it in school. That's one issue which I'm praying that God will intervene in our schools. And we see the importance of discipline. Today, teachers can't discipline children. It's not possible for the teachers to discipline his pupil or his student. Why? Because of reprisal. We are seeing where students gang up to beat teachers, to rape teachers, and things like that. It doesn't happen those days. And it comes back to home. When we as parents fail to study our children, Yorùbá dey say pé kéré láti ń pé tán lóko tó bá dàgbà tán kò ní ṣe adigimi tí ò ní lé. When the kids are growing up, when they are still toddler, trying to grow up, do we watch them? Do you monitor them? Mark Bekeni síbẹ̀ and the guy repeating and nothing, you did nothing. Mark and that is it. No. Only we stole the cane from the child and we destroy the future of that child. We need to look at there are so many peer pressure out there. Many of these children, when they get out there, because they have not gotten their self-will developed, they copy their peers. And today, the devil has thrown so many people into the world, thoughts to destroy the future of younger generation. And many of us children, our parents, are failing because we did not watch them. Once you give them money to go to school, you forget about them. Check them up. What are they doing in school? Was in class. Then I remember.
What kind of friends are they moving with?
I remember in those days, your parents would just come to my mom would just come to school, come and look at the fence. So mom, you in class, your teacher, some mom in class.
You don't have that.
How many parents will still have that to check your student? How is they behaving in school? So they will see children going to school with two uniforms. One uniform for the school, another one in the bag. The moment they left the house, they become something else. It still boils down to many of these children not knowing what they're doing. I think that's what we call catch them young in those days. Let us as youths, let me tell you the truth. Yorùbá wá sọ pé kánọ́kù èrè tó rìn lọ́sàn-án wàá rìn lóru. If you take shortcut, there's always the end meet. And God has created you to be success because you are created in His image. So if you slow down and you follow the step by step, you will be successful. Why do you want to jump the gun? If you jump the gun will shoot you.
And some of them came up with this this point. They said that even the government is not helping. Things there's no job. Even those that are brilliant in school, when they finish school, eventually you see them roaming the street, and a lot of reasons they give. And they said during your own time, things are very easy.
Thank God
before
we
you
have
finish
more
your job.
private schools. We have more private schools than when we started. And private schools need teachers. But the problem you have, our younger generation doesn't want to start small. You want to start big. And when you start big, you collapse big. Why don't you take it step by step? There are so many private schools around there. You can need 15,000 version. What's better? I am an engineer today practicing. I studied civil engineering in school. I started as a classroom teacher. I started as a classroom. It was while teaching. I taught a student. The student passed. He has been failing physics. I said, there's one Mr. Salami at St. Mark's. Why don't you just go take your work today, man? And Mr. Salami taught. He has just 3 months to the work exam, and he had C4. The parents cannot believe that this student that has been failing, that was in the classroom for over 1 year, that did not pass. How can he pass under 3 months?
Under the tutelage of 3 months.
The issue is this: once you know what you are doing, and you start small, it is this same part that introduced me to somebody else. I didn't know. Just said there's one Mr. Salami I went in my school. I go to that school. That one said you are not fit for school. You are fit for ministry. Since you study this engineering, and that is how God will begin to pave way for you. He said, "See a man that is diligent in his job. Whatever you are doing, pay attention to it. Even if it's 15,000 naira being paid at the end of the month, devote yourself to it. It is that one that will produce another one. There is nothing an idle man." He said, "It's the devil's workshop." I want to plead with our youth. Whatever you find yourself to do it well. Many of us youths now do things as if it doesn't concern. Let me just do it to collect my pay. No, don't do things to collect your pay. Do things to add value to life.
Add value to life.
Add value. If you are employed in a nursery and primary school as a graduate,
do it
wholeheartedly. See, let those children have the impact. That when Uncle Lagbaja was teaching me, this is this person. I've seen, my wife is also a teacher. A student she taught was just going through, and I saw her on Facebook. This is my teacher. This is my English teacher. Then the person is in UK. He saw the Facebook. Just started my wife up, and the wife said, okay, I can't remember you, but when that is so to describe herself, it really that she was in my class. I taught her English. She was in school at this period. Said, "Ma, can you send me your account details?" And he said 100,000 naira. That same day, the person met her on Facebook that day. Sent 100,000 naira. That was if she has not impacted in the life of that student.
Nothing would have come
be able to do that.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Youth, whatever you are doing,
do it well.
When you are not there, let the owner miss you. That this person is not on duty. But many of us are not patient enough. And I want to appeal to us.
Always in this.
Only once you are cooking a stew. You put everything ingredient in it, and you say, "Let me taste this soup," and you put your spoon in it and take it directly to your mouth. It will burn your tongue. By the time your tongue is burnt, when the food is refined, you will not understand the taste because it's already damaged to you. So I want to appeal to us, younger generation. Your future is bright, irrespective of where you're starting from. But just know that all you need to do is to be focused. Give your life meaning. And born to be successful. Irrespective of whatever challenges you are facing, and born to be successful. Pursue that with diligence. Whether you like it or somebody is looking at you somewhere. The introduction is, most of the time, you don't get position. Okay, let me use Joseph for instance. Joseph was in prison Father never knew Joseph.
From prison to
But
palace.
because of introduction of the butler. So I remember I had a dream. And it's this same person that interpret the dream to me. And the following day, you install me back to my position. He was telling his fellow prisoner, interpreting to the fellow prisoner, his dream. I don't know if you get it. He did not somebody high. His colleagues in same shoe. He was just doing his best to help that person. And that's the person that introduced him at the quarters of the prime minister before he becomes the prime minister. The work you are doing, do it diligently. Those people that you are affecting their life positively, that the one that recommend you one day that this person is not fit for here, this is the right place for him. But if you don't do it, who will recommend you?
Okay, thank you. I'm coming to you. Well, our viewers, the program, it's role model. And on today's edition of the program, we are dissecting and looking at that area of the aspect of our younger generations that that need attention. And what we are seeing on today's edition of the program, according to my guest, is that you must be focused, you must be determined, and you must know what you are into, what you are doing. Once you are determined, you have a focus, and you have a purpose. Success will definitely come, will be inevitable. All of these are some of these things we are discussing on today's edition of the program. For inquiries, for involvement, for participation, and any other thing that you needed to do, you needed to know according to this program, please don't hesitate to get to us on this number 0065 052932. 0065 052932 is the number to use to get across to us on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Twitter, on our social media platform. You can reach us via that number, and also get us on the handle page. And as you're doing that, you won't regret you did. Back to you, Engineer Adeleke. Let's look at it. Let's come the spiritual way. You are a clergy, a man of God who has been in the service in the fire for a long time. And if you look at, in line with this topic, we are still looking this generation, it's called the role of the church. It's also very key, especially the religious leader generally, but now the church. And you as a minister, would you say we as ministers, or we ministers of God, would you say we are getting it right? In terms of some of this, from because we have seen a lot of church and a lot of so many things we see on social media, when these people just come to church and just donate, give money, pay tithes without knowing the source of what they do. And a lot of people, ministers also just take it up like that. And we have seen a lot of people that said God called them, but their life was even in tandem with the scripture and what the Bible says. We have seen a lot of differences in that area. You as a man of God, a clergy who has been in the service for a longer time, and you look at this younger generation getting decayed, and some of them, they see made allusion to some of their spiritual fathers and things that are backing them up in all of these literature vices and this part. What is your take on this? What would you say on this? How would you address these abnormalities?
I still come back to where we started from.
Okay.
If you don't give your life a meaning, every other person will toss you around. You'll be easily deceived by past spiritual leaders. Let me just don't use pastors, spiritual leaders. But when you have defined that you are created in the image of God, you have given yourself, your life, a meaning. It's that meaning that will drive your purpose. Many of us believe that until I get to the mountain and pray, things will not happen. Say it's closer to you than your nerves in your neck. So God is not far away. He's very close to you. And there's nothing you can achieve in this life without God. Remove God from your life, you know the crisis. But I want to appeal to us, our pastors, our imams, our ministers of God. Let the people know. Yeah, we need money. Also, money is the vehicle for the gospel.
For gospel.
Yeah, we need money
to
we need money to propagate the gospel. But do not place money above the salvation of soul. The moment you place the money above the salvation of soul, then we have missed our track and we have missed our purpose in life. There are so many things that are demanding in our life. Every pastor wants to live comfortably. Every pastor wants to live big. I want to rise the best car. Just so that
travel abroad.
They know that my ministry is progressing. If you are harmonizing, every one of us will stand before the judgment throne of God. That's what. How many people you are able to lead to hell? You account for them. And that's why I said, if you make any of this little one go astray, so I will request the blood from your head. So I want to appeal to us. The message of salvation the message of redemption. That's the primary purpose why Jesus Christ came. And I want to believe that's the reason why you started the ministry in the first instance. So let us not lose that focus to look at our comfortability. And I want to appeal to members, younger ones, don't be deceived. So you will know the truth.
And the truth.
And the truth will set you free. Every one of us have the potential to discover the truth. But the sincerity in your heart determines whether you will see the truth or you don't see the truth. The determination. As I state strong back to you yourself. You are already created in his image. So nobody can destroy that.
You decide what you want to do.
It is you now that want to do it. I want to be deceived. Is it you are deceived because you don't have meaning for your life. Because if you have meaning for your life, you know that way I'm creating nature. No pastor, no imam can deceive you. Because you already have God nature in you.
And you are focused.
So it is very difficult to shift you off your focus. Give your life a meaning. That's the most important thing I'm talking to you and younger ones today. Let your heart meaning. You are the one that will tell me you are the architect of your future. Moses said, I lay unto you before you life and death. The opportunity to be successful within the treatment of life is there. The opportunity to be successful in the line with God's pattern is there. So it's now left for you to pick what. In other words, the choice is yours. Basically, no imam or no pastor can brainwash you if you are not brainwashed yourself. They will be able to brainwash you.
If you are not looking for shortcuts, they
will be able to brainwash you because you yourself are demeaning yourself. You don't have the meaning for your life. You don't see yourself as God's nature, God's image. Then you'll be deceived. But if you see yourself as God's nature, then you are sure that nobody can deceive you. So I'm appealing to us, both pastors and younger one, please, those of us that God has placed in the position to lead his sheep, let's direct them rightly. You will be blessed whether you like it or not if you do it in some way. You'll be promoted whether you like it or not if you do it in some way. So why do you want to compare yourself? Some people have success rates immediately start their ministry. Some are gradual, but check their lifestyle. Those that built over years, they stay longer. But those that just build it because you hear the ministry, you hear so many things, and before you know it, you're not hearing them again. Why? Because the success rate was. So that's why I plead to us. Let's leave a legacy that will outlive us.
Let's leave a legacy that will outlive us. Thank you. I want, because my time is almost gone, the role of government also is so very key. When we talk about these younger generations, they say the society generally at last is not laughing. And there are times when you look at some of these programs on televisions that will not mention them, government also sponsor them, they put a lot of money, even they are showing nudity and a lot of things that doesn't have moral. But some of these younger ones are doing fine. These ones are doing fine, who are towing the right line in getting to that top. The encouragement is not there. That was why I quoted in my intro that some of you coming up to 111 from university, at the end of the day, you see them roaming the streets, and somebody who had found shortcut to success, who and all this bad thing, you see them, like that. So, what is your message to government on this? So that can have a society that can stand the test of time.
Government is trying its best, in my own perspective.
Yes, they are trying. What more?
But the fact remains that every government wants popularity. Every government in power wants popularity. And where does we have popularities? That means we have to do things that majority of the people want. You have said it. If you are able to make money fast, very well. Those are the people that are relevant.
Recognize.
And they have power. And when you talk about, we are in democratic setting where we need money.
To get everything done.
You need to need money. And if you need money, you look at those people that have money. And you have to do things that please them. So I'm not blaming the government. That's the way the government is run everywhere in the world.
More advice.
But I want to appeal to us as government.
Let's encourage those who are doing fine.
We are having crisis all over the world because most of our leaders, let me use that word, are feeling their responsibility. If you have trained our youth well, if you have made provision for them to be trained well, to be fully engaged, they will not be tools in the hand of hooligans. And I want to appeal to government to please see how we can empower our youth.
Society be conducive and living environment for this.
Let's the government to look at how we can empower our youth. They are trying. I'm not saying they are not trying. They are trying. There are still more to be done. Because when you have a youth that's not doing anything for first year, second year, third year, definitely it becomes a nuisance in the society. His colleagues begin to rely on him. But let's see how we can engage them meaningfully. Thank God the OS is picking up the what do you call it?
The program
so many
represents
it's taking up so many of this is engaging these youth. Amoteco is already in camp to once we get them engaged, then you have less people in the community. Let's see how we can encourage them to get something done. No matter what, once you are involved, you left your home in the morning and you came back in the afternoon or evening. You are already exhausted, and you have value for what you have done. Definitely, you won't have time.
Okay, I can see my producer telling me time is almost gone. In 30 seconds, your word of admonition, your parting shot to parents, government, this you themselves, and all of us, the society at large.
Well, I would say very simple. Every one of us were created by God, and one day we all stand to give account of what we do in this body, whether good or bad. Whatever position you find yourself, do your best to add value to the place you are living. I pray that God will help each and every one of us.
Yes, I want to sincerely appreciate engineer and also a very man of God. We are to cap on today's edition for coming, and I pray that as you continue your future ministry endeavor, another aspect of life, the Lord go with you, and you will record more success. God be with you. Thank you, sir. Well, our viewers, that is how it has been on today's edition of the program, Role Model. Well, I want to appreciate my guests for coming, and I want to believe you, our viewers, you must have picked one or two things from what we discussed. If I'm very correct, why don't you make it a date, God's willing, with us next week when we have another topic to discuss. Until then, I want to sincerely appreciate the DGPS, Jolade Igbaruola, and also the General Manager Television, that is Adeola Adebayo, and also not forgetting my producer Adesoye Awodeji. And on behalf of every member of my production crew, I am Oluwatobi Baba, they say bye bye and God bless you really good. Role Model. Role Model is a program designed to appeal to the consciousness of our youth in choosing the right path in